Have you ever squeezed ketchup onto a burger, fries, or hot dog and wondered, how does this thick red sauce actually get made? Because here's something surprising. The ketchup sitting in your refrigerator didn't start as a smooth sauce at all. It started as thousands of fresh tomatoes growing under the sun. And turning those tomatoes into ketchup is a much bigger process than most people imagine. We're talking about massive harvesting machines, giant washing systems, industrial cooking tanks, precision mixing equipment, and automated bottling lines capable of filling thousands of bottles every hour. And the craziest part? Modern factories can process hundreds of tons of tomatoes every single day. That means mountains of fresh tomatoes are transformed into ketchup almost non-stop during harvest season. Today, we're going behind the scenes, inside a modern ketchup factory, to discover the complete journey from tomato fields to the bottle on your table. And trust me, some parts of this process are far more advanced than most people expect. Let's begin. Introduction. Ketchup may seem simple. It's just a tomato sauce, right? Well, not exactly. Modern ketchup is carefully engineered to have the perfect balance of sweetness, acidity, thickness, color, and flavor. If it's too thin, people won't like it. If it's too thick, it won't pour properly. If the flavor is inconsistent, customers notice immediately. That's why ketchup factories use precise production methods to ensure every bottle tastes the same. And here's something interesting. Most tomatoes grown for ketchup are different from the tomatoes you buy fresh at the grocery store. Processing tomatoes are specially grown for factories. They have thicker skins, less water, more natural tomato solids, and a deeper red color. These characteristics make them ideal for producing ketchup. So how do these tomatoes become the thick red sauce we all know? Let's break the entire process down step by step. Harvesting the tomatoes. Everything starts in the fields, and timing is extremely important. Farmers carefully monitor tomato crops throughout the growing season. They wait until the tomatoes reach the perfect level of ripeness, because ripe tomatoes provide the best color and flavor. Now here's where modern technology takes over. Large tomato harvesting machines move through the fields. These machines are incredible. As they travel forward, they lift entire tomato plants from the ground. Inside the machine, the tomatoes are separated from stems, leaves, and unwanted material. Workers and automated sorting systems help remove damaged tomatoes. The good tomatoes continue forward. The rest are discarded. Within minutes, thousands of kilograms of tomatoes can be harvested. Imagine picking tomatoes by hand. Now imagine a machine doing that work hundreds of times faster. That's the power of modern agricultural technology. Once harvested, the tomatoes are loaded into large trucks. And speed matters, because fresh tomatoes begin losing quality after harvest. That's why they are transported quickly to nearby processing plants. Soon, truck after truck arrives at the factory. And this is where the industrial process truly begins. Cleaning and preparing the tomatoes. As the trucks arrive, the tomatoes are unloaded into receiving stations. At first glance, it almost looks like a river of tomatoes flowing through the factory. But before anything else can happen, they must be cleaned. Why? Because tomatoes come directly from the fields. They may carry dirt, dust, leaves, small stones, and other unwanted materials. Large washing systems spray the tomatoes with clean water. Conveyor belts move them through multiple cleaning stages. At the same time, workers and optical sorting machines inspect the tomatoes. Modern cameras can identify defective tomatoes at incredible speed. If a tomato is damaged, rotten, or discolored, air jets automatically remove it from the line. Only high-quality tomatoes continue forward. Next comes crushing. Massive industrial crushers break the tomatoes into a thick red mixture. Seeds, skin, juice, pulp, everything becomes part of the tomato mash. At this point, the factory has transformed whole tomatoes into a raw tomato mixture ready for further processing. But ketchup still looks nowhere close to the final product. Now comes one of the most important stages: concentrating the tomatoes. How the system works: cooking and making ketchup. This is where the real transformation happens. The crushed tomato mixture enters large cooking systems. These industrial evaporators remove excess water. Why? Because tomatoes contain a lot of moisture, and ketchup needs to be thick. As water evaporates, the tomato mixture becomes more concentrated. The flavor becomes stronger. The color becomes deeper. The texture becomes richer. Eventually, the factory produces tomato paste, and this paste becomes the foundation of ketchup. Now comes the recipe stage. The tomato paste is transferred into giant stainless steel mixing tanks. This is where other ingredients are added: vinegar, sugar, salt, spices, natural flavorings. Each factory has its own exact formula, and those recipes are often closely guarded secrets. Powerful mixers blend everything together. Computer systems carefully monitor temperature, mixing speed, and ingredient quantities. Why such precision? Because every bottle must taste exactly the same, whether it's produced today, next month, or next year. The mixture is then heated again. This helps develop flavor and ensures food safety. Slowly, the familiar ketchup texture begins to appear: thick, smooth, rich red, and instantly recognizable. At this stage, it finally looks like ketchup. But before it reaches consumers, it must pass strict quality checks. Testing, bottling, and packaging. Now the ketchup enters the quality control stage, and factories take this process very seriously. Samples are tested for thickness, color, acidity, flavor, consistency, and food safety. Engineers use laboratory equipment to ensure every batch meets strict standards. If anything is outside specification, the batch may be adjusted or rejected. Once approved, the ketchup moves to the filling lines. This is one of the most satisfying parts of the factory. Empty bottles travel along conveyor belts at high speed. Automated filling machines dispense precise amounts of ketchup into each bottle. Not too much, not too little, exactly the right amount. Next, caps are installed automatically. Labels are applied, date codes are printed, and bottles are inspected again. Machines check for leaks, incorrect fill levels, missing labels, or damaged packaging. Only perfect bottles continue forward. Finally, the bottles are packed into boxes, loaded onto pallets, wrapped for transport, and shipped to stores around the world. And that's how ketchup reaches your kitchen, from tomato field to finished bottle. Pretty incredible, right? But honestly, there's even more happening behind the scenes. What's really going on inside the factory? Most people imagine ketchup factories as giant kitchens, but modern facilities are far more advanced. For example, computer systems constantly monitor production conditions: temperature, pressure, ingredient ratios, flow rates. Everything is tracked in real time. Another hidden system is traceability. Factories often track tomato shipments back to specific farms. Why? Because if a quality issue ever occurs, they can identify the source quickly. And here's something fascinating. Many modern factories use optical sorting systems powered by artificial intelligence. These systems can inspect thousands of tomatoes every minute, much faster than human workers, and often more accurately. So while ketchup may seem simple, the technology behind making it is surprisingly sophisticated. Simple comparison. Think about making ketchup like reducing a giant pot of tomato soup. When soup cooks, water evaporates. The flavor becomes stronger. The texture becomes thicker. That's essentially what happens inside the factory. Except instead of one pot on a stove, factories use enormous industrial systems, processing tons of tomatoes at a time. The same idea, just on a much bigger scale. Interesting fact 1. A single tomato harvesting machine can harvest enough tomatoes in one day to produce hundreds of thousands of bottles of ketchup. Fact 2. Many ketchup factories operate nearly 24 hours a day during peak harvest season because tomatoes must be processed quickly after picking. Fact 3. Modern optical sorting machines can inspect thousands of tomatoes every minute and remove defective ones automatically. Pretty amazing for something most people simply squeeze onto their fries, right?
Conclusion. So now you know the real truth about how tomato ketchup is made. It starts with carefully grown processing tomatoes, moves through advanced harvesting systems, industrial washing and sorting equipment, massive cooking and concentration systems, precision mixing tanks, strict quality testing, and finally, automated bottling lines. And honestly, once you understand the process, you never look at a bottle of ketchup the same way again. Next time you squeeze ketchup onto a burger or plate of fries, just remember, that simple red sauce traveled through an incredible journey of farming, engineering, food science, and modern manufacturing before reaching your table. So, what surprised you the most? The giant harvesting machines, the optical sorting systems, or the massive cooking tanks used to make tomato paste? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this behind-the-scenes factory journey, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and join us for more amazing process explanation videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.